Charlo joining us. Now, back in December, you beat Tony Harrison out here in Cali to take back your belt and to avenge your loss in the first meeting with him. What was your mindset going into that rematch?
Man, I wanted to prove a point. You know, I'm glad I'm past that because I don't got to prove a point. I'm got to prove a point to myself. But I had to prove to the world, you know, and sometimes you have to do that in life. You got to prove to the world who you are and how you do it. And so this one time that I had to step up and you know, be a part of this worldly thing and show the world why I feel like I'm the best boxer. Now this fight right here, I want to prove to myself that I'm the best in the world. And it's just past, you know, being the best in the world. Is what am I the best Jamel that I will be my whole life? You know what I'm saying? And if this is my peaking time and my peaking moments and my prime, like they said, I gotta show that you know, I can't do nothing less than. You know what I'm saying? I got to go harder than I've ever been in my life, and that's just what it's about.
I think that's a great perspective. Like, one, it's one thing to know that. Two, it's another to know it but actually follow through on that. Why do you feel like this is the time in your life where you've got to be at the best you've ever been to be the best version of yourself? Where is that coming from?
Well, I mean, because I'm 30 years old now. My opponent is younger than me, and I remember being in the ring with guys when I was 25. And then they was 30, and I gotta watch the old man, you know, like. And now I'm like, hold up, I'm fighting that younger stud, but he ain't even made it to where I'm, you know, really what I've been through them 5 years, and I feel like that's gonna play a big difference, even though we still young, and you know, but 30 is just that 30 is just that season, I feel, and then I want to get everything out of. I want to get everything out right now, you know what I'm saying? And I also got that ego of, I could compete with the youngest, and I'll compete with the best, and I'm the dog and the animal at it. So, you know, by me being a lion in the ring and a lion throughout my regular life, I feel like there's nothing out there in the boxing world that's more vicious than me.
Jermell Charlo joining us. That's the thing, right? Like, I talk to a lot of guys, MMAers, boxers, NFLers. It's one thing to be that dog or that lion on the field, but you just said, I want to be a lion in my real life, too. Like, you have to turn the switch off, right? There's ways to handle things in the ring, and then there's way to handle things outside of the ring. How are you a lion in your real life? How does that play out?
Because, you know, I'm a provider for my family. You know, like, I'm the provider for my family. And, you know, I sit up, I chill, I relax most of the year, fight twice a year. So that mindset is like, you know, when do I got to get up to go eat and go hunt? When that male lion got to go hunt, he bring back something big and vicious, something dangerous, something that could feed the whole family. You only get Thanksgiving once a year. And I'm that guy that got to bring in, you know, that big package for my family, and that's how I do it through the sport of boxing. And you know, it's other things that I have to do. As far as being a lion, I got to defend my family. I got to defend assets. I got to defend certain things and make the smart, educated business moves, and you know, and so forth. It take a lot to be, you know, at a certain level in your life where people just see money and fame. You know, we humans too.
Jermell Charlo joining us. I love that response. Now, I'm glad you brought up family. Your twin brother, Jermall, you guys are going to fight on the same card on the 26th. It is now known as the Charlo doubleheader. What's it mean to you to have the Charlo doubleheader? How special is that for you and your family?
Well, this is a big moment. This is a big time. It's an opportunity. Not a lot of people in the sport get them. It's like hitting the lottery, man. You gotta know how not to blow it. You know what I'm saying? And this is that time. I ain't blowing my lottery ticket.
All right, so you're going to face the WBA and IBF champ, Jason Rosario, to unify the belts at 154. When you think about Rosario, what kind of thoughts do you have? How concerned are you about him?
I feel like he's a warrior. He come to fight, but you know, I fight for USA. You know, he's a Dominican that fight for his country, and I feel like I'm the military of America. We're big, we're dominant. We carry a lot of force.
Listen, man, really quickly before you go, I know you have to be off in a couple of minutes, but unification bouts are really rare. In fact, it's only the 8th world title unification fight in the history of that division. What would it mean to not only win that fight, but to unify the belts?
Man, this is a legacy move right here. This is a legacy mark. And I'm putting on I got to put on a different show right now because unifications don't come too often, and I'm excited to be able to be a part of this, but I want to just not look at this as a unification. It's just another fight, a big fight where I got to defend my life, put my life on the line.
Right, so last thing, you've talked about wanting to get the bag, not the regular bag, The family bag. Lay it out for me. Just how big is the family bag? How badly do you want the family bag as opposed to the regular bag?
Man, I've been getting a nice bag. I've been getting a nice family bag. So it's about adding to it, collecting it. So whenever it's time for retirement, you can retire and be happy. We don't have a 401k in boxing. We don't have a union in this thing. It's all business. And every fight is contracted. Any fight could be your last. So, when it comes down to that, man, hey, I want everything. I want that big one.
Dude, what's for dinner? If red snapper was for breakfast, man, what's for dinner tonight?
Man, I don't even know what's for dinner. I got to go ask. I don't even know what's for dinner. But I know I had fish. I've had fish 2 days. Also, I have a steamed lobster, supposedly, about 11 ounces. No butter, though.
Good night now!
Now that's a parking spot.
Introducing the I may have underestimated the size of my car policy with accident forgiveness from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly. Get a quote. Find an agent. Visit amfam.com.
Optional policy features not included in base policies. Review policy for coverages and exclusions. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.